What's going on? So, the PlayStation VR launched in October 2016, and at that time I was fully aboard the hype train. I wanted one, and I wanted to experience the latest in cutting-edge VR technology. Now, fortunately for me, at that time, I couldn't justify the retail price of the unit. So I've never owned one, and at the time of release, as well as price being the big factor in me not owning one, I also had concerns over this just being another gaming gimmick, falling into the same bracket as iToy and the PlayStation Move. Having said that, VR has always looked like the most likely to have an impact on the industry. And I mean, to a degree, it has, but sales figures aren't that great for the PlayStation VR. I mean, anyway, the whole point of this video, well, before I make the point of this video, just watch this.
Bring your friends. You can bring your friends.
Woo woo! Oh yeah, this is definitely the right place.
Bring your friends.
Great human resource.
PlayStation.
Sorry, you can't see me, but I just took a sip of coffee alongside my healthy portion of I was right, damn it, pie. What you saw just there is the new exciting lineup for the PlayStation VR for Spring/Summer 2019. Not one of those games is appealing to me. All of those games, in my opinion, fall in line with the unfortunate gimmick tag that the PlayStation VR now has. I mean, half of those games don't even need to be in VR. I mean, I honestly think coming up to 3 years in the VR's life cycle, if I owned one, I would be gutted. 3 years without a killer title. Having said that, there's more likely to have been about 6 years of game development, and the best they can do for the PlayStation VR so far is, of course, Astrobox. And yes, that game is loved and it has superb reviews, but where are all the getting lost in a VR world titles which we were promised? Why am I not seeing daily news reports of people who live and exist in VR worlds instead of the real world? I mean, at this stage, PlayStation VR is a letdown. As negative as I'm being, there are a handful of success stories. I mean, horror experiences are great. Here's looking at you, Resident Evil 7. There's a few new horror titles in development that seem to be keeping with that trend. You've got Iron Man VR, which was the killer VR announcement. I mean, it has potential to be good, but personally I think it will be a letdown. They're bigging it up, but how great of a VR experience can it really be? I mean, Blood and Truth, to me, that looks like a 4K version of Time Crisis. Old school gamers will respect that reference, I'm sure.
Just to be sure. Wild dog. Time Crisis.
Current PlayStation VR owners are excited about Blood and Truth, so I have to give it a mention. Anyway, back to bad-mouthing the PlayStation VR. Right here, right now, I think I was right. I think this is proven the fact that the PlayStation VR is a gimmick. The PlayStation VR has yet again fallen into the seemingly endless pit of gaming gimmicks which were destined to apparently revolutionize the industry. I mean, to conclude this video, I just think the tech itself is far more limited than what we were led to believe upon its reveal. I think that is the killer blow. Hence, we're getting all of these gimmicky games as opposed to what I would classify as AAA titles to draw in a new audience and, you know what, to make sure these units sat on shelves are selling, which at the moment They just aren't. They just aren't to the degree that, of course, Sony would have wanted. Ironically, if somebody was to offer me a PlayStation VR, I'd probably snap it up. I'd love to sit down with it for a prolonged period of time. I've played some pieces, but nothing for hours on end, unfortunately. Now, if you do look at the comment section of any PlayStation VR trailer, there's already a pretty strong PlayStation VR fanboy collective whose response to anybody that badmouths the unit is, "You must be poor," which again is frustratingly true because I can't afford it at the moment. But you can't defend that poor lineup of games. I mean, can you? Surely you can't. I mean, if you own a VR, let me know how you feel right now. Is it a letdown, or do you think I'm just a bit of a knob? Comment below. Right, I am done. If you're new around here, then please do hit that subscribe button to help this channel to grow. Like the video if you like or dislike the PlayStation VR, I guess, and let me know your thoughts on the current state of the PlayStation VR in that comment section below. Enjoy your week, enjoy your gaming. I'm Waterfields1. See you later.